going on, guys? I know it's been a while since I've been in front of the camera talking to you guys about something other than fucking track videos or something, but I wanted to address my crank hub. So cue the video of me saying some dumb shit. My thought process is, if I would have spun the crank hub, it would have been already spun by now. Alright, so I did spin my crank hub. It is inevitable if you're tuned. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen 40,000 miles like mine. But eventually it'll come back and get you. So you might as well just handle it. Honestly, I am still without my car. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that went down with why my car's still not here. Obviously, if crank hub job doesn't take fucking year. Usually it's like about 2-day job, depending on if you spun it or not. If you spun it, it may take a week or so, depending on what the shop's going on and everything. But yeah, so we're over a year now. It spun on, I think, the 15th or the 14th of December of last year, not 2019 but 2018. So it's been a while, man. So but good news is the car will be here hopefully by Friday. Hopefully Friday is pickup day. So what happened was, and I'll post some pics as I'm talking, but I spun my crank hub going about 100, things like 140. I got off the gas and was going downhill, slowing down, downshift, and the car was at I was slowing down, so I was trying to engine brake. Car was at about 4,000, maybe 5,000 RPMs, and I hear a loud pop, and I'll cue the video for you guys. I thought it was a backfire. That's why I was like, oh yeah, fucking said some dumb shit over here cheering on my crank hub spinning. So yeah, fucking spun that shit. It sounded like something was dragging under the car. I thought maybe the under tray fell off because I was going so fast. But then I look and I got a check engine light. It's saying driving's continuable, but take to a BMW service shop or whatever the hell they call them. So I pull over and the car drops itself into neutral. I pull over and same message. I turn off the car and then go to fire it up, and it's cranking. I hit the button to make it stop. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, And like a dumbass, I'm literally trying to get this car to start, even though it's not fucking doing anything, right? And eventually, it just completely stops trying. It's basically had enough of that shit. And what happens next? We flatbed it to my house. I flatbed it to the shop. And yeah, here we are, fucking 2020. It is the 27th of January, and I still don't have my car. So it's been a long time coming. Like I said, there's been some stuff that happened behind the scenes. That's nobody's fault other than my own. Honestly, I should have just paid out of pocket for the fucking crank hub. And yeah, what happened was hub spun. They said the hub was spun so bad that when they went to remove the bolt off of it, it was not even hand tight. It was completely loose. So the bolt had backed itself out. So you guys see those the Vargas capture bolt things? That actually helps with that. It doesn't help. It doesn't prevent it from spinning, but it helps it from backing out that bolt. And some people use it and say that, oh, I've been running tune for this long. I think it's the answer. But then again, I thought my car, was invincible at 90,000 miles and, no spun crank hub. So bottom line is, I would just say, if you have an M3, it doesn't matter if you have an LCI. That's another thing. It doesn't matter if you have an LCI. You're an idiot if you think it matters. It's literally the same fucking part number. So any F80, F82, F83, M2 comp has the same crank hub. There's no design change. There's nothing that's different from 2015 to 2020 and going forward with that engine. That's just bottom line. So just handle it, get it done. If you don't spin it, if you haven't spun it yet, it's only like $2,500 from any reputable shop. I would suggest either 2M out in San Diego or Studio RSR out in, I think they're in Garden Grove now. Those are my go-to shops. I would suggest taking your car there, having it taken care of. It's an ease of mind type thing, that you never have to worry about this shit ever again, because the damage done to my car could have been a lot worse. I could have been having to buy a new engine, and here I am. I had to have a whole new head job done. I had all my exhaust valves removed because they were all bent. They all smacked the pistons. Luckily, the pistons and the pistons, they're the heads that got stamped. They're not that bad. And it got rebuilt by Lang Motorsports out in Lake Forest. Really good engine shop, building all kinds of crazy race engines all the time, so very reputable. When I talked to them, they told me that they gave me the rundown. all 12 exhaust valves bent, all replaced. We used OEM instead of Ferrea. If anybody's familiar with like some serious engine talk, Ferrea is like a really good valve. Ferrea, he told me, because we were in a kind of not necessarily a time crunch. I just want my car back. So I was kind of in a hurry to get it back. He's like, we decided to use OEM. The Ferrea valves, that's like a modification that you may not really feel at all, but it's more about being able to withhold and be reliable with higher power. So when I get my car back, I don't even plan on making more power. In fact, I might detune it a little bit, tune it back a little bit, to make it easier for use on the track, because having that much power on track is no bueno. It's not good at all. It's useless power. So I might tune it back. But he said OEM valves are reliable for about 700 horsepower for a long time. So that's why we stuck with OEM instead of waiting a couple weeks for Ferrea valves. Head's done. Head should have been picked up today. Today is Monday, and should be installed by Friday. So at the latest, it's another week, but I think Friday should be it. I just talked to Rob over at Studio RSR this past weekend when I was tracking with him. So we pretty much not decided, but pretty much thought that Friday would be the final day, the pickup day. So if you guys have any questions on spinning your crank hub or what the experience was like, it was shitty, bottom line. Just leave any questions in the comment section, or go ahead and DM me on Instagram at bluesclues_M3. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment. Remind me how much of an idiot I was for making that video back in the day. But handle your shit too. You don't want to be stuck like me. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate it. Bye.